So, in the past you've learned that a formula is an equation that relates two or more quantities. What we're going to do right now is just go over some different formulas and go to the meat of the lesson. Let's take a look at the first formula that we're going to talk about here. I have a rectangle with a distance with dimensions of x centimeters by y centimeters. So if I want to talk about the perimeter of this rectangle, I'm going to say that it's 2 times in parentheses x plus y. Right next to it I have a trapezoid. Now the area of a trapezoid can be found by the formula A equals 1/2 A times B, which is the half of the first base plus the second base, so essentially the average of the two bases, times the height. And so what we're going to be doing today is just focusing on using the formulas themselves. So you'll be given some values, and then given those values, you're going to find that either third or fourth unknown term. So for example, if we're talking about a trapezoid where the first base is 8, the second is 13, and the height is 6, let's go ahead and work to find the area. That's our A. So in order to do that, it's very simple. You just plug in what you know and then solve for your unknown. So my area is going to be 1/2 of 8 plus 13 times 6. So then my area, simplifying here, it's going to be 1/2 21 times 6, which is going to be 6 times 1/2 is 3 times 21 gets me 63. And because I'm not sure what the units are, I'm just going to go ahead and use U and then square for square units. That's pretty much all there is to it. We can go ahead and take a look at another example, and this involves an equation of motion. So if you're looking at the equation of motion, again, it's not important really to know what the equation does, although it's kind of cool to know. For example, A stands for acceleration, U stands for the initial velocity of the object, T stands for its time of motion, and S stands for the displacement. But anyway, really what we're doing is just taking a look at the formula itself and then plugging in those values that we know in order to find that unknown. So in this case I have 20 times 3 plus 1/2 10 times 3 squared. Alright, so looking at the order of operations here, 20 times 3 is 60. And then I have 1/2 times 10 times 3 squared. In this case, this squared is just attached to the 3 itself, so it's 3 squared. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I have 1/2 times 10, which is 5, times 9. Now order of operations, remember that I would multiply 5 times 9 first to get 45, plus 60, and then I'm going to go ahead and get my answer of 105. Since we're not really dealing with units or dealing with values mathematically here, I'm just going to go ahead and leave my answer as 105 because I just want to find the value of S. If this were a science class and you were discussing something important related to that S, you might want to talk about it in terms of its displacement, in which case you would have a unit attached. That's all for now.